From Studio 2A, here is Earth 1.
Summer with the wind blowing a poem through your hair. A melatonin overdose, a calculated comatose affair. Did you realize that you were paralyzed by what you knew? Even in the daylight you are blue, this is you. But we're here for the end of entropy and by my time. A few stay here, and I protrude for apathy, a crooked line. Of winter by the bottom of the backland where you dwell. There you stood and wept for thinking of the friends who left you in your shell. Can you analyze that you were hypnotized by what you see? Even in the limelight you are free, you agree. But wait for the end of entropy and by my time. Raise a pilgrimage of apathy, a crooked line. I have always thought that it was something new that haunted you each night, but now I notice that you seem to know you're low, although you smile when people's backs are turned and bless the bridges that you burn. And what a place to be alone. The air you breathe floats about you as you sleep into the light. You start to feel flirt with fate. What you love to hate. A dance with death. Shadow lingers on your breath. The room expands. You lose connection with your hands. A world aware. Something beckons you to stare. I've seen the other side. It's going to divide. A change in the world. It's hopeless to describe. You won't believe your eyes. The change in the world. Here we go. I don't like you, though I'd love to. You will be the death of me. I don't like you, though I'd love to. You will be the death of me. The air you breathe. The air you breathe. The air you breathe. The air you breathe. Whoa, the air you breathe. Whoa, the air you breathe. Ooh, the air you breathe. Whoa, the air you breathe. I've seen the other side. It's going to divide. A change in the world. It's hopeless to describe. You won't believe your eyes. A change in the
You're tuned in to 91.3 KXCI Tucson. This is Locals Only. My name's Matt Milner, and I'm live in Studio 2A with Earth One. Thanks for coming down tonight, everybody.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
All right, let's start off with introductions. We'll go around the room. Let us know who you are, what you're playing tonight.
Start with him.
I'll start this one out. My name's Sean. I'm drumming and doing backup vocals.
Oh, you didn't mic.
My name's Spencer. I'm playing bass and keyboards.
And I think we have some delay on that mic.
Oh, you want to take that?
Yeah.
Darn, I want to feel like I'm in a little
There we
club
go.
all the time.
Perfect.
I'm Gus, and I sort of conduct and play guitar and vocals.
My name is Christy. I'm keyboards and bass.
And I am John. I am backup rhythm guitar and percussion.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and ask how many of you currently are or were in music school.
I don't actually.
4 out of 5 of us.
I mean, she has a minor in piano too, so all
Oh,
5
so
of us
we've all
have at
done
some point.
in some capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll count a minor. I think that works.
Oh, yeah. Well, she has another degree in neuroscience, so
There you go.
that trumps it.
Yeah. So tell me about how you all got together. Did you meet through school, or was that just a happy coincidence?
I kind of like pulled the group together from disparate places, but pretty much all from school. Let's see. I met Sean in a composition class, and one day they asked us to go up and do like a random jam kind of like beatbox thing, and I knew he was a drummer, and so I auditioned him in this class.
That was my audition.
That was your audition,
Was
actually.
my beatboxing abilities.
Yes. And it was amazing. He did like the most amazing. I mean, he has like this incredible beatbox sound. Look at that. Yeah, so we did that, and I was just like, this guy has great time, and like, it's fun, and so we started jamming. Then Spencer, we actually had our first day of class ever together in theory. I was like, who's this weird, quiet dude? But then we ended up doing a lot of homework together, and we learned about a lot of weird music theory and started playing music. John and I work at the recording studio at the U of A. We met through that, and then I found out he's a really amazing guitarist and vocalist and talented guy and recording engineer. And Christy and I actually met in Texas at a guitar competition there. And she was really into the guitar stuff over there, and we ended up hanging out. And then I was like, oh, look at all these people that I know. Let's do a thing.
So when did you all get together?
I guess we started in February. We were at a Snarky Puppy concert, and I was like, we have to do something. And then, because everyone happened to be there.
I mean, like us, Spencer and I, we've all been jamming like very on and off for like maybe
Yeah,
a
for
couple years or so. But like very recently, I think like November, December, or early this year maybe even, it was very much like we're gonna do this. We're gonna start a band and like really get these tunes out there and kind of go from there.
Yeah, I think our first real rehearsals, once we got everything arranged, were in late March, and then we played our first gig just at the end of May.
And how long have these songs been floating around? Did they come along earlier in jamming together, or did they come later in the process as well?
Man, it's kind of a mix. Like some of the songs, I've had ideas for them for like a few years, and then it was only when we all came together that we said, oh, let's actually finish some of these ideas and be a little more concrete about it. Because, I don't know. I mean, I like playing music that's very improvised and free, but these are pretty carefully arranged. And I think it just took like having a lot more musicians to actually get the job done of arranging the tunes and stuff. So I feel like some of it was really long, and then there are other tunes that we just came and they just appeared in like a week. So, yeah.
Has anything been different about the process of writing songs and arranging them since you've formally emerged as a band, as opposed to a few guys getting together and jamming stuff out, or does the process actually feel pretty similar to how it did before?
Spencer and I fight a lot, but in like in a good way. He's just like very grumpy, and I have to say this every time we get on stage. I have to make him uncomfortable somehow. It's our thing, but
and he doesn't have a mic to defend
yeah, I know.
himself.
It's just perfect.
really
this is literally a dream come
unfair.
true. I'll give you the mic to rebut.
Yeah.
You can review. Doesn't want to say anything. Yeah, typical. Yeah, that made no sense. Yeah, no, I don't know. We like, it's different because you have to make compromises. And before I would just be in my little studio, like putting parts together. But then when I brought them in, it's like you have to give up your baby to someone else. But I love it because they give me ideas I never would have had either. And with each new person added, it's like a ton of, like we added John more recently to the group, and it was just like he has a whole plethora of new influences and stuff. And I like just try to keep a really open mind to that stuff because even if it's something I never would have thought of myself, I want it to be part of the group,
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing that I'm curious about as well is, given that the decision to form the band was one that was, a product of not only, discovering that you had musical chemistry with these other talented people, but there was just this sort of intentional act as well of deciding, I want to have a band now. We want to have a band now. Other than the moment you mentioned before of everybody kind of being at that concert together, what was it about playing with this group that made you think, you know what, this is really deserving of having a real platform?
I'll take this one. I mean, Gus comes very much from a classical guitar background, and I've basically been playing in like rock and punk bands, more or less. Until now, granted, some jazz, some classical here and there, but very much like I'm gonna like be this big rock drummer kind of thing. And then Gus was like, hey, like I'm kind of starting this thing, I need a drummer, and he started showing me tunes, and I remember some of them were tunes that we had sort of jammed on like a few months or a year before that, and he had like very elaborate, I guess, demos arranged in Logic at his place, and I just remember thinking, whoa, I don't think I've heard anything like this before. I'm not sure what it is, but I know that, it needs a drummer, and if I can be a part of that, then I absolutely will be.
Spencer, do you want to say anything? I'm going to continually ask you.
What was the question?
Come up to the mic. Come up to
What was the question?
Okay, pass. What about you? What do you want to say anything?
I was trying to mime sign language to the guys over there.
Oh.
There's always a delicate balancing act. As we use these interviews, like the people listening are listening to like a nice pleasant banter, but everybody else is frantically behind the scenes, like adjusting instruments always. And
That's exactly it.
It's a delicate balance. But why don't we jump back into our next set, and then we'll pick things up again after a few more songs. But you're listening to Earth One live in Studio 2A, and that's WON if people are looking for
Thank
it
you.
at
Thank
home.
you.
Best way to find you online? How should people keep track of all
Facebook right now. Facebook
Cool.
is the best place now.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah, Bandcamp, too. We've got a lot of stuff on Bandcamp.
Excellent. All right, we're going to get back into the music, and then we'll chat more in a few minutes with Earth One here on Locals Only.
I need water. It's just going to happen.
What's next thing? Yeah, here we go.
your way again. I have come to reel you in. When you broke off my road, did you hope I would show? You must rest your weary head. When off my road. I would show. I would show. I would show. No, don't go. I need your soul. I'm dwindling, diminishing. Derelict, the ship was cast adrift. Her crew was swept away on waters raging through the rift. One remained, he could not speak his name. His memory was fragmented and broken. The leaves changing from green, I am wasting away with your memory. I watch, I wait, I wish I could keep you from leaving me empty. Lost for days, he could not find his way. And every time he thought he found his home, he could not stay. After years, he drifted from his fears. He came to know life within the labyrinth. The leaves changing from green, I am wasting away with your memory. I watch, I wait, I wish I could keep you from leaving me empty. Fade away, I can't forget your face. What am I to do with all these memories of you? Washed away, I can't recall your face. In desperation, losing patience, deep ever. I will not be broken by the tempest. I will not wash in shine. The leaves changing from green, I am wasting away with your memory. I watch, I wait, I wish I could keep you from leaving me when everything you say seems to blow the wind away. Still you weep, you're blinded by your sleep. It hurts to know the truth. It's the closing of your youth. And more than you wanted to Diamond girl, you want to change the world, but every time you try, seems that no one is surprised. Still you thrash, you're frightened by your path. It's hard to be alone, but your journey is your own. And more than you wanted to say.
tuned in to 91.3 KXCI Tucson. This is Locals Only. My name's Matt, and you've been listening to Earth One live in Studio 2A here. Thanks again for coming down, everybody.
Thank you so much. It's a blast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweaty.
Yeah. So, one thing we talked about during the last set was kind of the origin of the group, starting with three of you jamming out and then growing from there. So I'd love to hear about the perspective, Christy, as you joined the group, about how you found your role. Did you and what the process was of trying to figure out what your voice was going to be in this band?
Well, for me, my background is in classical music. I've taken piano lessons since I was about 8 years old, and played things like classical guitar, but have never really been able to write my own music. And fortunately, Gus has a very specific idea of what he wants, and so he writes these complex piano parts that I guess I'm able to learn from there. I'm so fortunate actually to be able to play with these guys. They're way out of my league.
Just being modest.
But while playing with them, I'm able to sort of experiment on my own and try to figure out how to write my own parts. So it's lucky to have the chance to be able to do that.
Yeah. And John, you were the most recent to join, right?
Yes, correct.
So, how have you carved out your space within the band?
Well, like Gus said, I grew up playing guitar, and for me, more similarly to Sean, I grew up playing in a lot of rock bands, sort of, geared towards the heavier persuasion, some would say. So, grew up in like heavy metal groups and such, and he knew that I had some technique that might be interesting to incorporate over some of the chord progressions that he had written with Spencer. And after jamming with them quite a few times, I think I've come to more or less create textures, either with the guitar or with some effects that
He's
complement.
Also a great dancer.
Oh,
Don't
thank you.
forget.
You caught our show at Congress a few weeks ago. Witnessed firsthand. But
He's such a soft-spoken guy, and then we got up on stage for the first time at Congress, and he's just everywhere, all over the stage. It's amazing.
Well,
you give John a tambourine and he'll just go with it.
yeah, feel it out, feel out the space. But so they have these progressions that were usually written, and sometimes Gus had a particular rhythm, progression, particular chords that he wanted me to play. But he gives me a lot of freedom, to be creative and sort of bring my own voice to the group, to say. He did not. So also like you said, we're coming from, we have different tastes.
Sure.
And what we're influenced by is different. And so when we bring some ideas together, we are generating things that wouldn't have been otherwise. And so it's unique, it's special, and I'm excited. Yeah, I've only been with them, about a month, so I'm excited to see where the future takes us in terms of our creativity and songwriting and everything.
Yeah, is the songwriting process something that's still ongoing, or are you taking a step back right now to just focus on tightening up this batch?
We can't really not do. I don't know. I feel like we rehearse, but half the time we end up actually rehearsing. Half the time
Spencer's probably writing a new song in his head as we speak.
Yeah. He literally was writing a minute before.
Yeah,
we
for
started.
our
He's
sound check, he's like, all right, new riff.
Not a good time. No, but we have about 12 songs that are in progress of some sort, just from various people and stuff, and. We're going to try to get a proper... We've decided to only record EPs because we write things in sort of themes and kind of... We like songs that kind of connect together nicely. And so we're going to be recording that pretty soon, and then... And also at the same time trying to get some new material going.
Terrific.
It'd be fun.
And the material that you have so far is available on your Bandcamp page.
Yes, and you can download it for free because we don't care. Just want you to hear it.
It's the way of the future.
Yeah.
Free music.
Yeah.
And then you're playing this Saturday. Second Saturday is the Scott Avenue stage. And if people want to find out about other shows coming up, what's the best way to do that?
Again, we always put it on our Facebook. You can just friend us as people on Facebook too, and we'll put it there. But yeah, we make a little banner, and it always has some upcoming shows on it. So
Yeah.
Excellent. Anything else we want to mention while we've got the mics in front of us in terms of upcoming shows?
I feel like I need to plug now. I did not prepare.
We got that
We're playing
Bisbee weekend.
Yeah, so we're going to
in
be playing the
November.
Side Pony
That's
Express
fun.
Music Festival in Bisbee, November 11 through 13. We're also playing at the Flycatcher on August 19th. We're going to be playing at other places that are coming up are the Loud House, Gary's Place. We got some different little places.
Is it
Yeah.
Focow in
Focow,
Phoenix?
yeah.
Is
and
that how it's said?
we may be playing Congress again on October
Yes,
22nd.
That-
for
that
a
is how you
CD
say
release.
that word.
Yeah, Focow in Phoenix. Great place.
And again, all of that, you can go to the Facebook page.
Yeah, that was
find
a
the
mess.
details
Go to
there.
the
Yeah.
Facebook page.
But once again, I want to thank everybody in the group for coming down tonight. Really, really appreciate you sharing your music with us here. Looking forward to seeing you on Saturday. And the Bandcamp stuff sounds really good too. I mean, I guess two of you work in a recording studio, so you have like an unfair advantage there. But yeah, those demos sound terrific. So we've got time for one more set here on Locals Only. We're going to turn it over to the Hub from 10 to midnight, but we're going to wrap things up with one more set from Earth One.
Thank you
Thanks
so
again.
much, Matt.
Thank you so much for having us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
This next tune is called Tokyo. It's by our bassist Spencer.
With apprehension at first question, I took the first step. An unmarked atlas, no need they guide me. Promise of deep affection is all I let it. Time ceased to take, but you and I an instant click. When you leave for Tokyo, don't forget what lies behind you. What's deep within the half-life now comes off the back line of what ensues. The final cues for me and you. With hope shaken, I awaken. My life is taken. Whoa. Finally on your own. Like it will be shown. The apprehension, my contemplation will forever haunt me. Whoa. Promise of love and laughter, now thought after. When you live for Tokyo, don't forget what lies behind you. What's deep within the half-life now comes off the back line of what ensues. The final cues for you. Memories are always woven, even if we are broken. Let me guide you, local. I will be forever vocal. Memories are always woven, even if we are broken. Let me guide you local. I will be forever vocal. Memories are always woven, even if we are broken. Let me guide you local. I will be forever vocal. Memories are always woven, even if we are broken. Let me guide you local. I will be forever vocal. get me. Out to get me, out to get me.